like because it's a young girl, it's an older man. You think this man is looking out for you, doing him here. Let's go here. Long story short, it gets to 10 p.m. Now the girl is like, I'm stuck here. Like, how am I gonna go sleep? Blah blah kind of thing. The guy's, oh no, like my sister is a nurse. Blah blah. You can go sleep with my sister because no, like me, there you. Anyway, he gets there. The sister is long story. The guy gets to go in the room, right? And he like normal body spray. Yeah. It's like, oh, I've got this juju. Like we also believe in the law of juju and stuff like that. If I spray this on you, you will sleep for like days. If you don't let me sleep with you. And because of that, the girl allowed him to do it, right? So he did it. The next day, the girl calls the father and tells the father that this is the situation, blah, blah.
The father did something, all right?
Now this the bit that is fucked up. Pardon my French. They basically find the guy. They come to the radio station to try and talk about it. Then they ask the girl, right, what should happen to the guy? The girl categorically says he needs to be in jail, blah, blah, because he's probably been doing this to a lot of girls, blah, blah, kind of thing. Yeah. Guess what the father said?
He needs to pay for it.
No, we have to take the girl to the hospital, find out if she's pregnant or got a disease, and then whatever you people will say, then.
What do you mean? Whatever you people will say, is that in terms of monetary aspect or in terms of like, what the law decides?
Not the law. Like the people in the radio station is not the law. And then even the radio station, the host, right, was even lamenting because she's like, there was another kid that got raped, that kind of thing, and she took it to because they back with your money, they got your lawyer, they went to the court. Because of just 1,000 Ghana, right? And 1,000 Ghana is just less than 200 pounds. Because of just that money, the mother of the child was like, if the guy goes to jail, how benefit does she get? She took the money, withdrew the case. Like,
call the long story short.
And that's the point I'm trying. What I'm saying is our own people, and that's why I'm bringing it in. Like the mother, even look at the mother, the way the mother handled this situation.
This is never going to change.
Okay, don't say that.
No, I'm telling you the truth. No. What do you mean don't say that? No. Whether I say it or I don't say it, the facts speak for itself. This is never going to change because as a culture, we encourage this. I mean, you go see on the radio station, the father, the girl did the right thing in this scenario.
Of course.
She did everything right.
She did everything.
She was taken advantage of.
Yep.
So when the time was right, which was the next day, she called her father. Okay, like, as a father, the first thing you should do.
I'm thinking you probably trying to kill somebody anyway.
Outraged. Like, people should be telling you, listen, the law is there for a reason. Don't do anything irrational. Don't do anything rational. The law is there for a reason. Let the law take care of it. That's how crazy. Because it's your daughter. Like, what protection does she need more than the father? Like, she's 16. You putting her in the world, you should be proud of your daughter coming to you and telling this kind of stuff because you probably trained that well.
It means you actually have a good relationship with her.
Yeah. And then you go on radio and go, whatever you guys decide.
Like, let's go test it. I'm like, yes, go.
And that's that part.
That should
have been done. And then, another scenario where you have a lady, the girl came to her and said, listen, your husband is, I'm going to talk to him. Like, they seem the same to me.
And even when your daughter got pregnant, you didn't do anything.
They seem the same to me. So, it doesn't seem like it's going to change.
But it's like, I remember again when I was a child, we had this campaign about sending your girl child to school. And it was everywhere. They had it on radio, TV, whatever it is. Because apparently, a lot of people are not sending their girl children to school.
Why would you send a girl child to school? For what reason? Like,
getting them educated.
Oh, yeah, but... Oh, you mean... But that... girls are getting educated now. Like, is that still a big thing?
No, I'm not talking about now. Okay. I'm saying when I was a child. Even though when I was a child, there were still women professors and there were still women in all those kinds. But what I'm saying, there was a huge campaign.
But that's still mentality, though.
I'm just saying, but there was a huge
campaign. And that's more leaning towards the fathers.
Yeah, and then
fathers always think like
you're gonna get married and
fine.
But the point I'm trying to make is after that, and because free education and everything, female education went up. The same way going to hospitals, right? Like for women that were pregnant. A lot of them were not going because of monetary things and whatever it is, and people would like to go do the whatever, and they wait till very late, or when they have complications. That's when, and the government did all this awareness stuff of go to the hospital, and even in 2000 to
So what do you think they should do in this?
The point I'm trying to make is
they should educate the kids,
not just the kids, the adults, because the reason I'm saying the
adults don't need education, they need punishment.
I'm not talking about the guy that's raping.
No. I'm talking about all of them. They need punishment. All of them. The adult don't need this. They need punishment.
Okay, how do you punish this woman?
Throw them in jail.
What are you gonna do with a kid? We can't foster kids. Because fostering kids is a big deal in the country. There's a lot of kids out on the streets. So what do you do with a kid?
That's probably a problem, and I agree with you on that. But we'll figure that out. Throw them in jail first of all.
Are you a soldier? Do before complain.
Throw them in jail first of all. I get that, but because clearly you're not protecting these kids.
That's why you need education.
Now explain to me what you going to educate the father on. A father that sits in the radio station and says, whatever you people decide, what are you going to educate that man on? What education does he need to be able not to do that? Explain to me. Or explain to me when a daughter comes to a mother and say, look, I'm being molested by your man. Let me talk to him. What? And the mother says that to her daughter. What are you going to say
but you tell them
or educate those two people?
Because you educate them about the trauma that their kids are going to go through. And
they already know
important.
That. They already know that.
No, I don't think so.
They do.
Trust
they
me.
do.
Let me tell you what it is. Let me rape shows that we're not.
No, we do.
Because
we just don't care.
No,
because because
the way the father talked, like that one, the way the father talked, and even the trouble he went through, the trouble he went through to find the guy, like all shows that he cared.
No, let me tell you why I say we just don't care. Something supersedes another. The scenario you just gave, the mother took it to court, right? And then she
didn't took it to court. It was just the radio.
Yeah, but they took it to court.
Yeah,
and then she goes, "How's that going to benefit me if he goes in jail? Give me the 1,000 Ghana cedis. That's a beneficial thing to me." So, him being punished, like her getting the money supersedes him being punished. But what she doesn't get is the fact that this could happen to somebody else. This could also happen to your daughter again. Your daughter needs to see that whatever she has gone through shouldn't define her because the person has been punished. None of that was looked into, other than the fact that I need the money.
But maybe you didn't understand that. That's the point
I'm trying to make. I'm telling you, if you start punishing people, then they will start understanding that.
The mother.
What do you think I'm saying? You think I'm talking about the rapist? That one is already done. Get rid of him. But the mothers start punishing people. But then you can't depend on the government, right? Because the government, I don't care anyways. You guys do whatever you want to do with each other. Clearly, we can see that with our government officials. They don't care. Let's be honest with each other. Legislation, laws. If you broke and you have a court case against a rich person, that case could be in court for the next 10 years. It's not like it's not gonna get filed. It's gonna get filed, but it's not gonna see the light of day in court. That's just the truth. Because you broke. You don't have enough money to pay a lawyer that's gonna fight for your case. But if you're rich, you can even bury the case because you're rich. So with that being said, it's all about the currency. But we need to let people understand. It doesn't matter how big you are in terms of influence, in terms of money you have. If you do this, the society will not stand for it. And we, the members of society, need to make them understand that. Period. But we're not doing that. So it goes back to what I'm saying to you. I don't see it changing. I really don't. As sad as it makes me to say that, the fact of saying that to me. Because we're in 2020. And there's still no way forward on this nonsense. A girl of 13 years old is getting molested and the mother is saying, let me go talk to the person that's molesting you. Are you kidding me? You should be going there all gone blazing. But I guess if the sex game is right? Of course you're going to go talk to him.
Let's wrap up.
No,
I don't know what else to say.
No, because there's no, this is really, I mean, she even coming on Instagram and saying that, it's nah, that's the symptoms you're talking about. Eradicate the problems. Just get rid of it.
And again, that's why I said I agree with it. The point is, it's just my personal belief. And I'm just basing it again on when I was living there, my notion of these things. My education level on that. And I stayed in Ghana for a while. And the way
so you think because you got educated, you were the better for it? Yes,
because the point is, that's what I'm saying. Even when we used to even hear, somebody have been raped.
What would the education be? What made you better for it with your education that you got about this particular situation?
Especially the trauma that people that have been raped go through. When I was a child, again, I'm just using...
So you thinking if we were educated on the trauma,
and how
that would help us.
And how it affects people long term. It's like what she was saying, like when people grow up, even, like the reason I'm saying that.
Are you talking about this for the victims and the people that are related to the victim, or the actual person that victimized?
No. Those ones, they are sick. That one is not
okay. Cool.
But I'm talking about the victim themselves plus the family of the victim. The reason I'm saying that is even when I was a child, like even kids that get raped and those kind of stuff, nobody gives them no psychological help. Our first instinct is hush hush. You don't tell anybody because of the
that's because of our society.
I'm just saying, but that's what I'm saying. We all need to, because if you all understand that, we all be sympathetic towards somebody that is a victim rather than making the victim get punished twice for something that they have no control over.
I'm saying, they know these things you're talking about.
And that's why I said that's what
I said they know.
That's the reason I'm saying most of them don't know. I lived in Ghana till like I was 16 or so, right? And at 16, you think you have enough sense. I'm not saying you have all the sense. You have at least a notion of what happens in the country. And again, the reason I say they don't know is this, right? If a woman can send their 12-year-old to go to this, because the one that we're talking about that they were saying the teacher should come look after the child. Yeah. He didn't rape the child. Now it's a child. You could say
I call it rape.
No, yes.
I don't care whether they send the child to him or he went and say, I want to marry your daughter.
There's a difference between even statutory rape. The point, and there's even a difference between customary marriages, like where an older man comes to that. That's not how it happened. I'll tell you how it happened. This teacher. Again, forget. Let's suspend for a second that the child is young and you could just use a little bit of a big man's sense to beat this kid. I'm just trying to talk on the lower end of the spectrum. He was able to chat up this girl. Let's put it that way.
Okay, cool.
Let's put it that way.
I mean, I find it impossible, but
but let's put it that way.
I'm following you so far. Like,
this child was actually interested, because the child said that, actually interested in sleeping with this teacher. This child actually went home to talk to the mother about this teacher showing an interest. This teacher actually came to the house, have a conversation with the kid's mother about have an interest in your daughter, and then when she finished junior secondary, I'll help her pursue her senior secondary education. This mother on evenings will send this daughter who is interested in sleeping with this teacher to go and sleep in the teacher's house. Now, the only problem came, and the only reason why it ended up on radio is the fact that when the girl got pregnant, when she got pregnant, the teacher didn't want to take responsibility in terms of paying for the upkeep of the child. And that's the only reason why I came on. I'm saying this, as I said, suspend the age for a second anyway.
I'm with you.
I'm saying this to say that this woman, the mother, right, you can blame poverty and those kind of stuff. And the reason I say is it probably have less to do with poverty and probably more to do with her mindset. Somebody can cater for my daughter. And she's not thinking about the trauma of a 12-year-old being in a sexual relationship with, an older man and what it can lead to and all these other things. As a matter of fact, she probably have no appreciation for that situation. That's my thoughts. And therefore, if you start educating people about the implications, especially when it comes to rape and the implications of it on people's adult life come, when they grow up.
You want to hear my thoughts?